Welcome! E aí, galera, beleza? Bem-vindo à nossa comunidade.
Welcome to our community.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's OGC here. Today we have a video looking at the new Nore. So when you finish up your Drake and you finally go back to Nore, I will show you a little preview of what that will look like for you guys, along with some general tips for it. So before we begin, as always, please take a quick moment, smash the thumbs up button. That helps out the channel tremendously. Subscribe if you have not subscribed already. Check out all the cool information in the description of this video below, and let's jump in. So the first thing that you'll notice is the map is pretty much all filled out. So we returned to Nore just over 24 hours ago. You can see that pretty much everything is taken except for a couple of the big cities. So Kieranhall, Imperium obviously is not taken yet, in Skyrend, and also the other big city, which is Lunamere. Lunamere. All right, cool. I got this, guys. I'm a professional. So those will be taken eventually. The unlocking of everything is definitely a lot faster. So at least for our initial return to Nore, not all of the mist was undone immediately. It was released at intervals of, I don't know, I kind of want to say like 6 hours, 8 hours, something like that. I've been too busy at work and doing real life stuff that I don't know how often they were actually released. But it is extremely fast compared to like a normal server merge. The other thing that we will immediately notice is it's going to be 38 days until the next time that you get the Imperium. So it's going to be a very long period of time. I mean, almost 40 days. We're talking, it's going to be like Christmas time by the time that we can actually get our first Imperium for this new Nore. So that being said, my initial recommendations for going to Nore is before you leave, queue up all of your research. So what I mean by that is if you're on Drake and you're getting ready to leave Drake and go back, take your research, find the longest versions of your research that you have. What I mean by that is like your 34 to 35s for your troops, whatever your highest is for your heroes. So if you're doing like tier 13, hopefully you can queue up like 63 through 70 while you're on Drake before you move back to Nore, because it's going to be a very long time before you get the Oracle buff. The Oracle buff is absolutely massive, especially when you start adding in those 15% research cities in Drake, along with Magister or the King. You can also further increase that through your Temple and also your Dragon. So you can get some pretty ridiculous reductions, adding in all of those research percent reductions in the time. So make sure before you go back, you queue that up. If you're not castle level 45 yet and you're still building buildings, make sure that you queue up everything for your buildings before you move back. If you don't do that type of stuff, then there's going to be a lot of wasted time when you go back to Nore. So when you go back to Nore, it's pretty much going to be like the very beginning of Drake, where things get pretty boring pretty fast. When you go back to Nore, as far as right now, and please keep in mind this could change if you're recently arriving on Drake, there's a long period of time before you go back to Nore. So if you do reference this video, just keep in mind that there's probably going to be like 8 more patch notes that come out between now and then, but this is just to give you a rough idea. All of the people that you were on Drake with will all of a sudden arrive in the new Nore with you. So what that means is everyone you were in Drake with, you'll be in Nore with. Going back to your original server is now considered an original server with those people that you were in Drake with. They're all lumped together. That being said, it might actually be a little bit easier to get situated when you come back to Nore. The reason for that is when you're on Drake, everyone kind of gets split up into one of the 6 colors. When you return to Nore, the houses will go back to Nore, and everyone will get that kingdom recommended color. What that basically means is in a normal server merge, you might have multiple houses landing in the same kingdom. So the same kingdom color fighting over control of that specific kingdom. When you go from Drake to Nore, unless the enemies do something super tricky or you guys want to pull a fast one on your enemies. For the most part, people are just going to go to the colors that they're used to, which means it's going to develop pretty natural, pretty fast. So that is pretty significant when we look at the big picture of everything. The other things to notice is when you clear out the cities, there's going to be virtually no honor to gain. The honor that you actually get from taking down the city walls is going to be horrible. It will not be like Drake. So if you're going to Drake, you want to be there for the city captures. When you do come to the new Nore, it's not going to be nearly as big of a deal, simply because in the new Nore, it's going to be just like a normal server transfer where clearing out those neutral cities is going to be so easy to clear them out, and you're just not going to get a bunch of stuff. It will be really fast to drop those cities and take them over. Same thing when it comes to the neutral spawns. The neutral spawns will just be like the normal neutral spawns. You're not going to get a ton of EXP. There are no elite monsters on this. Honestly, slightly disappointing with that. I was hoping that the cities would have those neutral towers in them that yielded a lot of honor. You could fight to compete to see who did the most damage or wall damage, etc. Because that is a cool little aspect in Drake. Same thing with the mobs. I would have loved to see elite mobs here so you can get more of the dragon coins. I think that currency, if I can pull it up for you guys, the Dragma, I think this currency is really cool. I'd love to see this in the game more frequently, especially since the dragon meta now is evolving and changing. And I bet you before the end of the year it's going to change again, although these Onyx dragons are just ridiculous. So that being said, was a little bummed out about that. But you know what? It's not the end of the world. So for going back to Nore, make sure you queue up your buildings. If you're still building, queue up your research. Take advantage of the buffs because I think even for the kingdom, for the king vote, you're still going to have 1 week when you arrive before you get any positions at all. So that first week, if you're jockeying for position or if you're trying to take over cities, that's the time to do it, simply because there's going to be a limited amount of guard towers out there. That being said, if you are in a city, such as this one, you want to make sure that you defend your guard towers. Guard towers are going to be tough to place down. This one, oh my god, this one is absolutely horrible. Wow, that power though. That is unreal. So you'll want to defend your guard towers because it's going to be a long time before you can get a plethora of guard towers out there to help hold the cities for you. And I would focus on getting the big cities. So it would not surprise me if there's some type of rewards in the Nore. I don't want to give away too much. Maybe I have insider knowledge. Probably not. But I think getting the big cities matters quite a bit when it comes to any part of Art of Conquest, simply because you get the super unit. They usually have better buffs and all of that fun stuff. So that is a basic rundown of Nore. Otherwise, it's really just like the Nore that we remember before going to Drake. There's really no modifications since then until now. Slightly disappointed about the elite mobs. So with that, guys, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. This was a quick little look at what the new Nore looks like. So until next time, guys, please take a moment and scroll down, smash the thumbs up button, and subscribe if you have not subscribed already. Make sure to like, share all the videos. Also in the description below, you can see information for the OGC Discord. If you want to join the OGC community chat, send this player ID a friend request and I'll add you right in. The number is 295 34919. Again, that's 295 34919. Of course, there's a merch store down there, so you guys can get all that cool swag, and Patreon if you guys want to further support this channel. So have a great day, guys, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon.